Welcome back. This is chapter 5th, quality, and now I'm going to explain passage number 2nd to you. So here we go. Without a word, he would leave me retiring whence he came, or into the other portion of the shop, and I would continue to rest in the wooden chair, inhaling the incense of his trade. So, what's said here? Without a word, as the author ordered him a pair of Russian leather boots, so without wasting a minute, a second, he would retire, he would leave, he would go back from where he came, or he would go into the other portion of the shop, and while he was away, the author was left there alone to rest in the wooden chair, same wooden chair, inhaling the incense of his trade. That is, he was left there, and he was left there to inhale, to take in the air, the smell that the leather would give off in this shop. So he would enjoy the scent, the aroma that would be in the shop. Soon he would come back holding in his hand a piece of gold brown leather, and soon, in no time, immediately he would return. This time he would return with a piece of gold brown leather in his hand. His eyes fixed on it, he would remark, "What a beautiful beast!" And he would freeze there. He would come to the author, looking at the continually looking at the piece of leather, the leather in his hand, and would then remark, "What a beautiful beast!" That is, what a beautiful piece it is. When I too had admired it, he would speak again. "When do you want them?" Again, when the author too found the leather of a very good quality, when even the author admired the leather, or the owner of the shop, that is Mr. Gessler, would ask him when he needed the boots. When I would answer, "Oh, as soon as you conveniently can," and he would say, "Tomorrow fortnight," or if he were his elder brother, "I will ask my brother." So then the author would answer, "Oh, as soon as you conveniently can," as soon as you can make them to your convenience, to say your comfort. As soon as you can comfortably make them, then he would remark, "Tomorrow fortnight," that is on the 15th day. Next day to the fortnight, that is on the 15th day, you can get them. Or if it were his brother, if it was not him but his brother, that is Mr. Gessler's elder brother, in case it was Mr. Gessler's elder brother, in that case he would say, "Let me ask it to my brother, as when we can give you this order, when we can complete this order." That is, the elder brother, without asking his younger brother, would not commit a word. Then I would murmur, "Thank you, good morning, Mr. Gessler, good morning." He would reply, still looking at the leather in his hand. Okay, then he would murmur, thank you. He would just softly say, the author would softly say thank you, and then he would wish him and Gessler to return his wish, and then he would leave while Mr. Gessler would continue to look at the letter in his hand. And as I moved to the door, I would hear the tip-tap of his slippers going up the stairs to his dreamer boots. And then as he would approach the door of the shop, he could hear the tip-tap of Gessler's slippers as he would retire to his say workshop, to his room where he prepared his boots. I cannot forget that day on which I had occasion to say to him, "Mr. Gessler, that last pair of boots creaked, you know." Okay, so here the author points out to a particular incident. And he says that he cannot forget that incident, that particular event, when he had the time, when he had the opportunity to say, to complain it to him, saying, "Mr. Gessler, your last boot creaked." Now answer, let's see what reply came from him. He looked at me for a time without replying, as if expecting me to withdraw or quickly qualify the statement, then said, "It shouldn't have creaked." Okay, so after that, making this comment, as the author made this comment, Mr. Gessler looked at the author for some time without replying, as if expecting, without giving him any reply, without making a comment, as if the author realized that he looked at him with the expectation that he would take back his words or qualify or give more details of it. Then finally remarking, Mr. Gessler would say, it shouldn't have creaked, that it shouldn't have creaked. The boots shouldn't have creaked. If it did, I'm afraid, the author remarked, it did, I'm afraid. I'm very sorry to inform you that those boots creaked. You got them wet before they found themselves. And then he would remark that you must have got them wet. You drenched the boots before you found those sounds, those noise from the boot. I don't think so. He said, "No, I don't think so that I ever got them drenched, I ever got them wet." At that, he lowered his eyes as if hunting for memory of those boots, and I felt sorry I had mentioned this grave thing. "Send them back," he said. "I'll look at them." Okay, after that, as the author said that I'm sorry I never got them wet, then he lowered his eyes as if he was hunting for those memories of the boot when he got one wrong, when he made a wrong boot. But there was nothing in the history of his boot making that he ever made a wrong boot. So finally he asked him to send those boots back, saying that he would look at them, he would look at the problem of those boots. And then replying, then again saying, continuing and saying, some boots He continued slowly, are bad from birth. If I can do nothing with them, I take them off your bill. He said some boots are wrong from birth, from the very first day of manufacturing, or say in its product only, that is raw material only, there remains some fault, and because of that only some boots may give you some trouble, may be a little, say, uncomfortable or not proper, improper. So he said, if let me check them. If I can do nothing to them, I'll take them off your bill. I'll take them. That is, I would deduct, or I would deduct that amount from your next bill. So this is all for now. Thank you.